Good afternoon, everybody. This is me, Jason Gregory, coming at you from the UK with another weight loss chat. I've had a couple of these now over the last couple of weeks where I interviewed some ladies that have gone through the program that have shared their results. And today I'm really super excited to be having a chat with another good friend of mine. This time she's all the way over in the US. I'm going to get her on the screen, Caroline. So I'm really excited to hear Caroline's journey. Hey, Caroline, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Jason. How are you today?
I am excellent, and it's really good to see you. Really good to get you on this quick chat, this weight loss chat. I mean, it's a general chit chat about your results and your experience on the product and how it's helped you. And again, we're just gonna have a chin wag about what's been happening, really. And I just really, just for the people that don't know you, obviously you've been on your weight loss journey. How long has it been since you've been on your weight loss journey?
Well, I've always been very aware of weight. I think I had a really big awareness back as a child because my grandfather battled obesity and type 2 diabetes so severely, and that really had an impact on me. So I was always, maybe I didn't have a ton of weight to lose because I was always so paranoid about it through my entire adult life. But what was interesting for me is that, I went to college, was worried about gaining there, but I went to a school where I hiked up and down a mountain all the time to get to class. So I did okay. Then I was worried going into the workplace. So I did okay for a long time, found great nutrition products that I think helped me. But by my mid 30s, I had 3 pregnancies, had 3 boys, and ended up 15 pounds heavier. And I could never lose that weight. So, okay, that was only 15 pounds heavier. Maybe it wasn't that bad, but over the 18 years after that, it just kept creeping up until I was about 35 pounds heavier than I wanted to be. And I spent, by the time my boys were teenagers, I hated the way I looked. I didn't ever want to be in pictures. I didn't, I hated it, but apparently not bad enough to do much about it. But then it was, I guess 2021, my life had everybody's life had changed a bit. My life had changed a bit. The boys were older. They were on their own. It was time for me to work on me. And so, I really started saying I've got to lose weight back in 2021.
Right.
It's really
So what would you say was your biggest struggle in the past in regards to losing the weight?
Well, even right from those early years when it was just like 15 pounds, oh my gosh, get rid of this. Every time I would try to lose weight, I would get headachy. I would be low energy. I just wouldn't feel good. And I guess that's what convinced me way back then that, maybe I'm just supposed to be 15 pounds heavier than I used to be. I'm a mom now, lifetime older. So, but then as it kept creeping up, but it was always the same thing. And I ate well, I had great nutritional products that I've taken for over 30 years now. So I felt like I'm healthy. Why should this happen? And so I tried to do the move more, eat less, but I would get headachy. I would low energy. It was just a constant struggle for me. And then when I did start in 21, it was so much harder it just took me, it took me literally 2 years of really trying to move more, eat less before I even really started to lose weight.
Wow.
So it was hard.
So what is your ideal weight? What was the weight that you wanted to get to?
Well, I always wanted to get back down below 130. I wasn't sure, again, since it all started by, oh, gee, I lose a little bit of weight, I don't feel good. I wasn't sure what that should be. But I kind of figured, well, it would be nice to hit around 125 again. And, I wasn't really sure. Right. But it was about there. Yeah.
Okay. And so obviously you spoke about the eat more, eat less, move more.
I say it wrong.
eat less, move more approach. And obviously that you started that process, but then obviously you came onto the program. So how have you been coping with this new program in terms of, because obviously with all the headaches and all the stuff that you just mentioned, when you made that conscious effort to lose weight, how did you cope?
Yeah, it was wild because I, I kind of stumbled upon the program. So I told you, like, eventually I had eventually I started to lose weight. It took like 2 years for it to start, but in like 2.5 years, I was down about 20 pounds. Okay. So I think the other part that was always hard for me was stress. But life finally got a little calmer. I had lost 20 pounds. Well, last fall, I put 10 pounds back on in a really short time period. So I got looking at this program, and I had known that some of my friends were doing it, and I was kind of, because a lot of these programs I'd always seen as you drink a shake, you skip a meal, and I just made me uncomfortable. So I got onto a Zoom back in January, a Zoom meeting where they presented and told us a little more about the program, and I said, wait a minute, this is neat. This isn't, just one thing. This is using food and real food, and I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna, it was neat. It was all about cellular repair. I'm gonna like nourish my body instead of deprive my body, right? So I decided, okay. But then, as soon as I dug in, we get a personal coach in this program, and I got talking to my coach, and he told me, okay, you're only going to take these nutritional products. And like I told you, I'd been taking these products for 30 years, and I was actually going to be cutting back a little bit. So I was scared. But, it was really wild because I told him I need to take more than that. I need to take it at different times. And he said, no, trust the program. I'm telling you, I did this program for 40 days. I never had a headache. I was never low energy. I was never hungry. I never had I felt good the entire time. It was incredible. Just incredible.
And were you concerned about the yo-yo effect?
Yes, absolutely. Because, okay, the other piece of my background is I'm an engineer. Okay. So, of course, there I was analyzing everything, saying, wait, why is this working? It didn't really match this plan. It didn't match that plan. I didn't understand. So I was going along, and, during the program, you have access to a lot of training kind of things. You get an actual once a week check-in with the doctor that's done in the form of a Zoom meeting. So I was learning stuff about it, but I was still really scared. I mean, I just didn't get it, especially since I'd gained 10 pounds last fall so quickly. So I was really worried. And again, they just told you, trust the process. So by the time you did that lock-in, it was just incredible. It wasn't a reality for me. I've been 4 or 5 months now, and I'm just right. I just stay at my set point.
Wow. I was going to ask you, how did the course show you that the yo-yo effect wasn't going to be an issue, but you kind of
it was kind of the proof in the pudding, because I was really scared. It didn't make sense, and since then I've a girlfriend of mine especially has exposed me to a few books and stuff. Because the other thing I noticed, Jason, that was so wild is, I told you, stress I always thought had a lot to do with my weight as well, and why I couldn't lose. And actually 15 days into the 20-day program, I ended up, life changed a little bit, and there was a lot of stress. But I was handling stress better too. So what I ended up finding out, and as I tried to figure out, why is this working? Again, I didn't understand. I got exposed to these different things and just learned so much about this cellular repair, what it can do for us in so many ways. So I guess that's the difference, is that we've nourished our body and we've actually made some repair and changes that have just allowed our body to go to its ideal weight, as opposed to, it's not really a weight loss plan. The weight loss is a side effect of getting healthier.
Wow. So how much weight have you actually lost to date?
So right now I am down the 35 pounds from that peak that I had been at. On this program, I've lost about 25 pounds.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's amazing. So what would you say to somebody who's considering you know, considering the weight loss plan, maybe they're doing their due diligence, they haven't made their mind up. Why should somebody get on this program?
Well, I guess I would say the biggest reason to get on the program is because it really is going to work, and it really is going to allow your body to learn and be at a healthier spot where you are going to keep the weight off. And, you know, as I have read these different books and things, you know, there's a lot of complicated stuff out there and a lot of things you need to do to repair your metabolism and all these things. This program, it's like it took the biggest hitters, you know, and they were simple. They were simple things, and it was all laid out. So I never like said, oh, I'm craving this, or oh, I can't cut this out of my diet. I was so focused on this is what you do that I didn't have time to worry about all that. So it was just simple, it was easy, and it was so much bang for the buck. You know, I mean, I did these simple things and I got such a change in my health. So, yeah, I think that's it. It's a simple way to get started in this world of just being healthier, because it's really going to do changes in your body in a short period of time.
Wow. Caroline, I want to thank you for taking the time out to share your experience, and you can hear in the passion in your voice because of what you experienced, and there's many more people out there that need to experience this as well. I know sometimes people have lost hope when it comes to weight loss because they've tried so many things, and everything that promises something and delivers very little, or maybe they have that yo-yo thing. But obviously, when people have gone through a program like this, and not only have they lost weight, but they're keeping the weight off, and like you said, the set point is set, and you're not going. I mean, that's massive. So I'm sure that a lot of people who watch this, either on the live as we are now, or maybe on the replay a bit later, will get a lot of value from what you just shared with us. And I just thank you for taking the time out to do that.
Oh, well, I thank you for the opportunity, and yeah, I really do hope that people get something from it, because again, between the simplicity and how impactful, I mean, just amazing. So thank you so much. It was a lot of fun, and it's always fun to talk to people across the pond.
There you have it, guys. Caroline, she's doing amazing things and getting results for what she's doing, and there's many other people that need what Caroline has now experienced. So guys, if you have been directed to watch this interview by somebody, get back to them. They can share with you how you can find out more about the program and even get started on the program if you're at that stage to do that. If you haven't been directed by anybody, you can see there's a link scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It will give you some more information about the course and so forth. We're here for one reason, that's to show people that there is hope. There's a statement that says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but then a desire restored is like a tree of life. And so what we're doing now, hopefully through this interview, is restoring your desire for your potential weight loss by sharing other people's stories. And I think Caroline's done a great job in sharing her story, and I hope that it has encouraged you. So I'm going to be back with another weight loss chat in maybe next week or so, profiling somebody else that's had some really good results on the program as well. So until then, take care, guys, and have a great day. Take care.
Bye-bye.